What's up, guys? I'm a regular guy with the Regular Guy Firearms channel, and today we're actually going to go over a holster. Now, this is basically from the dudes down at the Haley Strategic company, and you can see from the little dragonfly here that this is one of their products. This is an appendix carry holster that's got one of their little extra mag pouches that you can either leave on or take off depending on your personal preferences. Now, first things first, we're going to go over appendix carry as a whole. Personally, and this is basically from my standpoint, I personally prefer appendix carry to a lot of different types of carry methods. Just on a day-to-day, because I personally don't like the fact that if I have to bend over for something, or even a lot of times if I have to squat down and pick something up and I have like a thinner shirt on, I don't like the fact that it pretty much shows that I got a tail when you do that. And yeah, a lot of guys are like, yeah, we'll dress to the guns and stuff like that, but guys, I live in Florida. It's about 1,000 fucking degrees when you hit like July here. And our winters are really just kind of like a really mild spring at the most. But in any case, I personally like appendix carry holsters simply because, one, the printing issue, and it's not even for any real legal issues. It's just because I don't want dudes knowing that I have a gun on, because I don't know if people around me are the type of people that observe for whether or not dudes are carrying guns. So, as far as being able to hide it, I really do dig the appendix carry method. And as far as speed is concerned, I mean, you can check from the footage that I'm going to show you right now that appendix carry can get pretty fucking fast. Yep, ready?
Mm-hmm. I don't want to be that close.
So as far as the carry method is concerned, I personally really heavily endorse it for guys that can do it. Now, the next thing that we have to cover when we're going over holsters and stuff like that and carry methods is the holster good to go? Now, we have to basically consider a couple of things when we're looking at holsters and the construction therein. First things first, I mean, the actual body of the holster has got to be strong enough to where it can take a hit and just ride all day, every day. I like the fact that it's kind of like a suede material. On the outsides of this holster and on the inside, you have a like a kydex. So it's nice and strong on the outside, or as far as the whole holster is concerned. And then when you look at the outside materials, basically the materials that are going to rub against your body the most, you have the nice little suede material there to help you out. As far as the gun is sitting in there is concerned, generally speaking, the gun sits in there quite nicely. I mean, they definitely designed it to where you have plenty of clearance for whatever sighting system that you use. And when this holster comes standard, there's actually significantly more on there. A buddy of mine ended up cutting this out simply because he wanted to use it in conjunction with a Glock 19 that's got an RMR in it. Yes, I'm doing a review on the dot itself and on the Bore Sight Solutions slide that I've got here, so you guys will see that in a review later on. But, I mean, unless you're running a red dot on your gun, you don't really have to mess with it as far as cutting is concerned. That's quite obvious. But here's the deal. As far as holsters are concerned, there are a couple of different options out there as far as mounting them to your person. I don't like clips. I don't like these guys. I've seen time and time again when guys are going through pistol courses and whatnot where you got to get the guns out fast, that more often than not, these will get loosened or whatever when you start getting in weird positions, and then I'll see guys pulling guns out of the holsters and taking the entire holster with them. Now, what's neat about this holster, though, is that I don't think that it's going to actually do that. Simply because, and to me anyway, it's kind of smart that an appendix carry holster like this it actually hangs onto the gun fairly light. It's not like a Raven concealment holster or something like that regard, to where you really have to actually put a little bit of effort to getting that gun out of there. But once that holster just kind of locks on the trigger guard there, it doesn't require much effort at all to get the gun out of the holster. So while I personally do not like the clips on here, I do like the fact that even though the clips are there, the holster is made as such to where the lockup isn't ultra tight on the gun, and it's not going to create issues later on. Another neat little thing that we're looking at here is adjustability. You can see the screws in the designated places, and you can see where you can adjust on the actual loop itself. That and the fact that there's 4 screws instead of just 2, which is what we generally see in holsters of a similar light. So that just means that these little clips are going to be a little bit more secure, because, like I said, there's two different screws per side, pretty much holding the thing together. Now, you can either be a skeptic or not, but this little magazine pouch here, you can remove the freaking thing, and what is kind of neat about it also is that it provides you to basically have your gun and your magazine pretty much all in one spot. Now, is it difficult to reload, or is it awkward because we're used to carrying magazines on the far side of our body? A little bit, but you can actually see the difference in speed here, even when I'm not used to this method of magazine carry. So it's kind of nice that the holster kind of supplies that little alternative for you. When you order one of these guys, you can actually choose whether or not you want to include this little guy as a part of the order. But it's actually kind of nice. Being left-handed and wearing jeans all the time, typically speaking, I store my spare magazine in the change pocket on that pair of jeans, and it has just eliminated the need for a magazine pouch and whatnot for concealed carry. But having this guy on board and having everything just kind of situated in one area is not too terribly bad, and it's actually really comfortable as far as driving or just walking around in day-to-day life, or even if I have to do a little bit of manual labor while I have the gun on, I can do what I got to do and I don't have to worry about it too much. So check it out, guys. Obviously, appendix carry isn't for everybody, so those of us who want to get into it have to understand that there are a few drawbacks. The main drawback of which is that your gun's going to poke you in the gut, so it is what it is. But as far as effectiveness and extra speed and extra concealability and shit is concerned, I don't really see a better method of carrying a gun on you on a day-to-day basis, like even when it's in a vehicle and whatnot. So, check it out. I would highly recommend that you guys give appendix carry a try, for those of you who are comfortable enough to go ahead and do that. But that's all I got pretty much on this product. Remember, you can always follow me on Facebook and post your own ideas of what you'd like to see in the videos, or post any questions that you have. Any information that you guys want to put down as far as questions or anything like that, you can throw in the comments below. And remember, guys, a regular guy's firearm is the last defense against tyranny. Be easy.